Chosen ones stop scrolling. They notice it before you speak, before you smile, before you even sit down. Something shifts when you walk in, and they feel exposed. Tonight, I'm revealing the hidden truth they never say out loud. Stay with me, because if this message found you, it's not by accident. And if this resonates, gently tap like you're signaling alignment. When you enter, the room changes. The energy bends when you arrive. Conversations lose their rhythm. Eyes flicker, then look away. They don't know why they feel unsettled, but they do. They sense a presence that doesn't seek approval. A calm that wasn't learned, it was remembered. Your silence speaks louder than noise, and it reminds them of what they buried. Some feel drawn. Others feel threatened. Both reactions reveal the same truth. You activate what's asleep in them. They see your light before your name. They don't see your clothes first. They don't hear your accent first. They feel your frequency. And it doesn't ask permission. Your light exposes masks. Your calm exposes chaos. Your authenticity exposes performance. And that's uncomfortable for the unready. This is why they test you. Why they watch closely. Why they talk when you leave. Light always gets discussed in the dark. Why chosen ones walk alone. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to stand out quietly. Crowds dull your signal. Solitude sharpens it. Chosen ones are forged in isolation. Because noise interrupts downloads. Because truth needs space. Because awakening is an inside job. They call you distant. They call you strange. But deep down they feel the pull. And they know you see through them. The awakening they call fake. You didn't wake up overnight. You shed layers. You lost people. You lost versions of yourself. Awakening costs comfort. It demands honesty. It breaks illusions and rebuilds you in truth. They notice how little you react, how you observe before you speak, how peace follows you. That's not normal to them, it's threatening. Why they try to dim you? Not because you're wrong, because you're real. And reality is confronting, especially to the unhealed. They project labels. They question your intentions. They minimize your presence. It's all fear wearing strategy. When you shine, they remember their own potential. When you stand firm, they feel small. So they try to silence what they can't control. But light doesn't negotiate. What they secretly admire. Your courage to be yourself. Your refusal to chase validation. Your peace without explanation. Your strength without aggression. They wish they had your clarity. Your boundaries. Your inner anchor. And they feel it every time you walk past. Some will never admit it. Some will resent it. Some will be inspired by it. Let them choose. The signs you are truly chosen. You feel guided, not rushed. You sense things before they happen. You outgrow spaces quickly. You crave depth, not noise. You've been misunderstood your whole life. You've felt different since childhood. You've questioned reality early. That wasn't confusion, it was calling. If this feels personal, comment "I see it." Your voice matters here. And your story helps others wake up. We rise together. How to walk in power without force. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to convince anyone. You don't need to shrink. You simply need to be. Let your presence speak. Let your actions align. Let your silence carry wisdom. Power doesn't announce itself. When you stop proving, you start leading. When you stop chasing, you start attracting. When you trust yourself, doors open. That's divine order. The mission they sense in you. They feel you're here for more. They sense a purpose beyond routine. They know you're not here to blend. You're here to remind. Your life is a message. Your choices are lessons. Your growth is a signal. And your timing is perfect. If this message is hitting home, subscribe to Chosen Wave. This space is for the awakened, for the different, for the called. The final truth you must remember. Not everyone will like you. Not everyone will understand you. But everyone will feel you. And that's enough. Walk in with humility and strength. With compassion and boundaries. With faith and focus. You were chosen for this moment. Now tell me, what do you feel they notice first when you walk in? Drop it in the comments. Like this video if you felt seen. And stay connected. Your awakening is just beginning. Why silence follows after you speak. It's not that your words are loud. It's that they land. They cut through confusion. They expose what people avoid. You speak from knowing, not guessing. From experience, not imitation. And that kind of voice carries weight. Even when it's calm. Some feel seen. Some feel challenged. Some feel revealed. Because truth rearranges rooms. The unspoken shift in power. You don't compete for attention. Yet it finds you. You don't demand respect. Yet it shows up. There's a quiet authority around you. Not dominance. Not ego. But certainty. They feel it in your posture. In your pauses. In the way you don't rush to fill silence. That's not weakness, that's mastery. Why certain people avoid eye contact? Because eyes carry truth. And yours are awake. They reflect back what's hidden. And not everyone is ready. Some look away instinctively. Some become defensive. Some suddenly feel exposed. Energy recognizes energy. You're not judging. You're simply present. But presence alone can be confronting, especially to those living on autopilot. The reason you're often misread. They can't place you in a box. You don't follow predictable patterns. You don't seek validation. And that confuses them. They project their fears onto you. Call you distant. Call you intense. Call you mysterious. But what they really mean is unfamiliar. Because you've stepped outside the script. And once you do that, you can't be easily controlled. When envy dresses as criticism, they smile but watch closely. They praise, then undermine. They compliment, then compete. It's subtle, but it's there. Not everyone who claps for you means it. Not everyone who questions you doubts you. Some are measuring themselves against your light and coming up short. This isn't arrogance. It's awareness. You feel shifts before words appear, and you trust that instinct. Why children and animals notice you? Because they're unfiltered. They read energy, not status. They respond to frequency, not performance. They sense your safety, your calm, your authenticity, and they relax around you. That's not coincidence. That's resonance. Pure energy recognizes purity before conditioning interferes. The weight you carry quietly. You don't talk about everything you've survived. You don't announce your battles. You don't wear your scars for sympathy. But they're there. Your strength wasn't handed to you. It was earned in silence. Through loss. Through letting go. And people feel that depth. Even if they don't know the story. Pain alchemized into wisdom has a presence, and it changes rooms. While you trigger change without trying, your growth challenges stagnation. Your peace disrupts chaos. Your clarity exposes confusion, and your boundaries redefine norms. You don't preach. You don't push. You simply live aligned. And alignment is contagious. Some rise around you. Some fall away. Both are necessary. Transformation has side effects. The invisible crown you wear. You didn't ask for it. You didn't chase it. You were shaped for it. Through fire and patience, leadership follows you naturally. Not because you command, but because you embody. And embodiment inspires. They sense it when you walk in. A quiet knowing, a subtle respect, an unspoken acknowledgement. Why your presence feels heavy to some. Not because you carry darkness, but because you carry depth. And depth collapses shallow illusions. It forces honesty. People used to surface-level living feel exposed. Your awareness mirrors their avoidance. Your stillness amplifies their noise. And that tension is uncomfortable. So they label you intense. Too serious. Too much. But what they really mean is too real. The unwritten rules you refuse to follow. You don't laugh on cue. You don't agree to keep peace. You don't betray yourself for belonging. And that breaks the social spell. You move when it feels right. You speak when it matters. You walk away when energy shifts. No explanations. This autonomy unsettles those who live by approval. Because freedom is contagious. And not everyone wants the responsibility that comes with it. So they try to frame you as the problem. Why you're watched more than you realize. They notice your patterns, your consistency, your growth, your restraint. Even when you think no one sees you. They do. Quietly, comparatively, sometimes obsessively. Your absence is felt. Your silence is discussed. Your return is noticed. That's influence without effort. The reason you don't fit old spaces anymore. You outgrew them energetically. What once fed you now drains you. What once excited you now feels empty. That's evolution. Your nervous system craves truth now. Your soul rejects performance. Your spirit seeks alignment. And misaligned spaces can't hold you. This is why nostalgia feels strange. Why familiar faces feel distant. Why old conversations feel repetitive. You're not lost, you've leveled up. When your intuition makes others nervous. You sense things early. Before proof appears. Before words form. And you act on it. They call it luck. They call it coincidence. They call it overthinking. But deep down they know. Your intuition bypasses logic. It reads energy. It catches inconsistencies. And that makes liars uncomfortable. The energy exchange that happens unseen. When you enter, energy shifts. Some people straighten up. Some withdraw. Some suddenly become performative. Your field recalibrates rooms. Not intentionally, but naturally. Like tuning a frequency. Those aligned feel calmer. Those misaligned feel restless. And that reaction tells you everything. Without a single word spoken. Why you're often copied, then criticized. They admire you first. Then imitate you. Then resent you. Because they can't become you. Your originality threatens imitation. Your authenticity exposes mimicry. And your growth reminds them of their stagnation. So criticism becomes defense. But remember this: no one copies something insignificant. No one studies something meaningless. Attention follows impact. Always. The solitude that sharpens you. You recharge alone. You think clearly alone. You heal deeply alone. That's not loneliness, that's sanctuary. Your solitude is sacred. It protects your frequency. It refines your discernment. It strengthens your connection. This is why you don't fear being alone. You fear being misaligned. And that choice saves you. Over and over again. Why you sense when a room is lying. Energy speaks before mouths do. And you hear it. The pauses feel off. The smiles don't reach the eyes. You notice what isn't said. What's avoided. What's forced. And your body reacts before your mind catches up. That awareness makes deception nervous. Because truth doesn't need rehearsal. And you recognize the difference instantly. Every time. The calm that disarms authority. You don't submit to titles. You respect essence. Power games don't impress you. And that unsettles those who rely on status. Your calm can't be intimidated. Because it comes from self-trust. Not validation. Not fear. They expect compliance or rebellion. They get neither. They get centered presence. And that removes their leverage. Why some people overshare around you. They don't mean to. It just happens. Your energy feels safe. Non-judgmental. You listen without fixing. Without interrupting. Without performing empathy. And walls drop. Later they wonder why they said so much. Why they felt exposed. But that's the gift you carry. You invite truth without force. The way you interrupt patterns. Old dynamics stop working around you. Manipulation loses traction. Passive aggression gets obvious. Games collapse. You don't play along. Not out of defiance, but because you see the script and choose not to participate. That refusal breaks cycles. And people feel it immediately. Some respect it. Some resent it. Both reactions confirm your impact. Why you're remembered long after you leave. Not because you were loud. Because you were present. Because you were real. Because you were grounded. Your energy leaves an imprint. A subtle before and after. People revisit conversations. Reanalyze moments. You become a reference point. A comparison. A quiet standard. That lingers longer than noise ever could. The reason you're tested right before breakthroughs. Pressure reveals alignment. And you're being calibrated. Each challenge sharpens discernment. Each delay builds strength. Tests aren't punishments. They're confirmations. Proof you can hold what's coming. Without losing yourself. Others feel this tension around you. They sense change approaching. An unstable energy reacts first. Always. Why your boundaries shock people? Because they're clean, clear, unapologetic, and consistent. You don't over-explain. You don't negotiate self-respect. You don't rescue people from consequences. And that's rare. Boundaries expose entitlement. They reveal who benefited from your silence. And when that access ends, reactions get loud. The quiet confidence that can't be copied. It's not posture. It's not tone. It's not appearance. It's coherence. Your inner world matches your outer actions. No split. No mask. No contradiction. That alignment is felt instantly, and people recognize it, even if they can't name it. It's authority without force. Chosen one, before you move on, feel this. You are not here by accident. Every step you take, every choice you make, is awakening someone else's hidden light. Stand in your power, own your presence, walk your path unapologetically. If this message hit your soul, like this video to honor your awakening. Comment below what they notice first when you walk in. It could inspire another chosen one today. And subscribe to Chosen Wave to stay aligned with your journey, because your light is meant to shine, and the world needs it now.